The roof of the Millennium Stadium is closed, the atmosphere is enclosed and intense. Swansea are in their huddle. Rory Fallon with some final words for his teammates. He says, "I believe it's meant to be." Promotion for Swansea. We may just be 90 minutes away from finding out whether his dream comes true in front of more than 30,000 of the Jack Army who've made the short trip for the vast majority here to Cardiff's Millennium Stadium. It was sweet against Carlisle in the Football League trophy. How can the Swans complete a Millennium Stadium double and a promotion double of back-to-back promotions under manager Kenny Jackett? Fallon trying to use that aerial threat. Now Knight plays it out to the right-hand side. Britton does well, picks it up before the byline. Tate with a cross. Tudor-Jones now. Not too far away from Owen Tudor-Jones. In his first season with the club, 3 goals already. And Swansea just having the first real moment of sparring at goal, though you suspect Colgan had it covered. More than 50,000 inside the Millennium Stadium, and they are making a fantastic noise for the opening stages of this playoff final. And the Irish international keeper Nick Colgan will get things going with a goal kick. Good early touch there for Monk, and Fallon hooks it on. Here's the dangerous Andy Robinson. Ricketts in support. Good play, cut his way forward. It's a dangerous cross. And Fallon was nearly on the end of it. Just some good signs for Swansea here. Fallon winning balls in the air. And the Swans getting the ball wide as well. Nice understanding on the overlap. And that was a pretty tasty cross from Sam Ricketts, wasn't it? Fallon not quite able to stretch and guide the ball into the net. Everyone relaxed on the bench. Lee Trundle looks pretty cool. Probably no surprise at all. He said, "Back me to score the winner." As when and if he comes on. Fallon down in a heat there with Heckingbottom, but the referee will let play go on. And it's cleared long and high by the Yorkshireman. Robinson in midfield. Perhaps trying to over-elaborate here, and Barnsley, good position on the break with a chance for a shot opening up that Guerre just palms round the post. Nervous moments there for the French keeper. Robinson just over-elaborate in midfield, really. And it really opened up for Barnsley to try and strike, and Guerre's positioning perhaps didn't help him, slightly to the left-hand side of his goal. But he did enough, just enough. Barnsley trying to attack through Nardiello and Richardson, the distinctive blonde figure of Hassel. Ball to Nardiello. Barnsley with space here. Is their favourite option Devaney. 4 players inside the penalty area. Devaney hooks in the cross and it's headed away well by Austin. The shot falls on the far post to give Barnsley the lead through Paul Hayes. The man who got the penalty to level up the semi-final has given Barnsley the lead in the final. And it was a smart move from Barnsley, a break which used pace and width, and Swansea got sucked into the centre and it left Hayes free really on the far post, and his volley was firm and hard and too much for Willie Guerre. Devaney put the cross in, Swansea half clear, but by the time Hayes is picked up, it's too late, and the shot is driven low under the body of Willie Guerre. He caught it well, and Guerre, though he got a hand to it, was unable to keep it out. He might have been unsighted as well by Alan Tate. Dickie Bird likes it, the Yorkshireman. But it's first blood to Barnsley in this playoff final. Robinson now. Barnsley quickly get 2 players over. Means he can pull it back for Ricketts. Ricketts floats the ball into the penalty area. Just won't drop for Tudor Jones, though. He's stabbed it back out so he can keep possession. Ricketts with a shot, trying to whip it inside that near post. I don't think that was too far away. Just looking for Tudor Jones to be able to bring the ball down at the first time of asking. And though Ricketts was a long way out, again, I think he'd spotted that Colgan was slightly out of position and was just trying to fire it into that near post area. See how late the keeper came across. Austin, good solid header there. Fallon looking for Knight through the middle. The ball's run to Leon Knight, who is offside. It won't count. The flag was up, even though that ball came off the post from Leon Knight. He'll be rather relieved it was. But that is the threat, and that is a questionable decision, I have to say. It did look as if Kay was playing Leon Knight onside there, and the benefit of the doubt is meant to go to the attacking side. Swansea, I think, harshly done by, even though Knight missed the chance. Hassel now, and Robinson showing good strength there. Fallon tries to pick it up, appeals for handball, and given. Just coming off Ryan Howard, and so Swansea will have a free kick. Austin stays back. Now will Gary Monk jog forward? Looks like he's in position to take it at the moment. Knight, Fallon and Tudor Jones in the box. Ricketts just back heels it coolly. Ball into the penalty area. Tudor Jones is the target. Falls for the overhead kick. Oh, stunning! Absolutely stunning from Rory Fallon against his old club. And Swansea are level at the Millennium Stadium. It's a rock and roll celebration from Rory Fallon as the Swansea fans rightly go wild. Absolutely brilliant. Just pressure in the box, and Fallon instinctively with the overhead kick high into the roof of the net, and there was nothing that Nick Colgan was able to do about that piece of genius. Got an extraordinary goal for Swindon in the playoff season where he did that from even further out, so to see it from 6 yards out is no surprise, and Barnsley's lead hasn't lasted too long. Rory Fallon makes it 1-1. Still a long way to go. Kenny Jackett's wise enough to know that it is level after all, but the momentum is with Swansea. This is a neat turn and danger here with Nardiello down by the byline. Hayes is looking for a second, the cross into the back post, and no chance is taken, quite rightly, by Leon Britton to head that behind. Little bit of skill from Nardiello just turned him away from his man. And Barnsley are putting in some dangerous crosses this afternoon. They have a corner. Now they must organise his defence. Can't quite take it. As a header towards the line, Fallon was back there with others. Hayes turns it back into the 6-yard box. And it's put behind by Christian O'Leary. And this is a spirited response from Barnsley following that equaliser. Guerre got something on it possibly, though Kay was right in his way. But Swansea have men back in numbers. Ricketts ball. Fallon the goal scorer, push from by Kay. Easy to spot. And Kay must be running out of lives. It's that foul on Leon Knight on the edge of the area, now pushing the back. I suspect a card might be coming his way fairly soon. 5 minutes left of the first half. Chance for Robinson on his right, for which Colgan has spilled, and Swansea in front! Anthony Robinson, who loves to shoot from long range, might have fired the Swans into the Championship, and you can see how much it means. Swansea jubilant. 34,000 Swans go wild, having trailed by a goal to nil. The deficit's been wiped out before half time, and a big helping hand from that man Nick Colgan. Barnsley just back off. It swerved a little, but I don't believe Colgan will have any excuses for that. Swansea won't care. They lead 2-1. Swerved a little, bounced a little in front of the keeper, but you'd expect more from an international, unless you're Kenny Jackett. We're into first half stoppage time. Maybe at least 2 minutes to play. Barnsley again looking under pressure with the throw. Robinson there! Is the ball going over the line? No! Colgan just got a hold of it this time. He blocked it with his feet. And Fallon getting involved afterwards to try and stab the ball into the empty net. The referee's quickly across. Knight's gone down, I think, inside the penalty area. And is staying down. And that'll be a yellow card for Bobby Hassel for the afters. Robinson shot firm enough, and that was actually a pretty good block from Nick Colgan. You can see Hassel there, he did look to lash out at Leon Knight. There's the save, and now there's the push. And we'll just see if this did go over the line. Don't think there was any real danger, it did. Colgan classed it. But just watch that from Hassel, flicking the elbow. Barnsley very quiet in the first 10 minutes of this second half. Hassel's back header. Devaney with the loose touch to Tudor Jones. Robinson's able to move away here. Fallon's in the centre for him. Good skill from Robinson. Lovely close control. Now inside the area, holds it up at the back post. Fallon back across goal. Knight with the chance, well blocked. Falls to Britton. And it's over the top. Leon Knight trying to be inside that penalty area. Attack down the right. This is the action on the left-hand side. Robinson doing well, and Fallon unselfishly turning that back across goal. Neat touch, good awareness of where Leon Knight was, and Reid was there at the last moment to deny Knight with a close-range finish. No handball given, and Leon Britton can intercept that. Safety first from Tate. Kay's header finds Tate again. Touch was a bit poor. Richards has gone down quite heavily there, but play will carry on. Ball laned up towards Nardiello, trying to turn round past Austin. Appeals for handball, and now a free kick on the edge of the penalty area. Richards down. Swansea just trying to squeeze Barnsley for room. Didn't quite work. Nothing wrong with Austin's challenge. This is a critical time for Swansea. Nardiello looks like he's eyeing this one up. McPhail could curl this. That's certainly a possibility. Just interested to see whether Andy Ritchie will make the substitutions before or after this free kick. Nardiello could shoot her, he could square it. He's got a man available to him on the right hand side. Here comes the strike! Daniel Nardiello levels it up. We've had a former Barnsley man score for Swansea, and the reverse has taken place. Neat free kick from Nardiello, left Willie Guerre standing. There's an inquest in the Swansea defence. The result is it's 2-2. And Guerre just shakes his head and says, where was my help from the wall? Interesting to watch the angles. Nardiello hit it firmly, and it just seemed to have too much pace for the Swansea keeper. Curled with his right foot, and whether Guerre was unsighted or not, I'm not sure. Andy Ritchie doesn't care. And there's the sign of fans just given a lifeline when promotion is at stake. Hassel arches his back. Fallon is there with it. I thought our foot race. Leon Britton should get here first. Can he take it round Kay? Not quite, but nearly. And he was pulling him back. Worth an inquiry with the officials, I think. just trying to get round the more muscular figure of Kay. Can't see too much wrong there. Hayes now. Devaney. Man waiting at the back post here. Downward header. What a miss. Paul Reed with perhaps the best chance of the game for Barnsley, even though they've scored twice. Just got away at the back post, Paul Reed. That was how the first Barnsley goal came. Headed it down. Whoa. Andy Ritchie knows that should have been a goal. I think Paul Reed knows that too. There's nothing to do but sit and watch and hope. Devaney in possession. Blocked by Tate, who's had a fine game. Still open because Barnsley committed men forward. Trundle. There's something spectacular on its way. Inside the penalty area, Trundle fires it in from a tight angle. Hits the side netting, puts his hand up. Says perhaps I should have crossed. Just exciting with the ball at his feet, Lee Trundle, like Andy Robinson. They even look a little bit alike. I think he was trying to work that back for Fallon. Trundle. Into Britain. Tate's free on the right hand side. Is destiny calling for Alan Tate? Not quite. It's a great run. Good vision to pick him out as well. And Barnsley just had enough men back perhaps to distract Alan Tate, but he hasn't scored a league goal this season. And it was a defender's finish. Very last seconds, Austin wisely just drills it long and hopes for something to happen. It won't in 90 minutes. The 2006 League One playoff final enters extra time by the former Swansea player Daniel Nardiello. Kenny Jackett's side were ahead at half time. But now they will have to go through 30 minutes of extra time. Can Fallon start winning those aerial challenges? Not this time. Hassel and Hayes just perhaps being overcool, but they've got it forward right here. Turn for asking for Dale Tong in midfield. Swansea working so hard in the centre with O'Leary and Tudor Jones to stop those deep probing runs that Barnsley have been looking to make. Well, they're not quite sure where it is. Need more clear with that ball forward. Brave stuff from Austin. I'll get the free kick as well. Handshake from Tommy Wright. And on is going to come the man who scored the winner here the last time Swansea were at the Millennium Stadium. And off goes Rory Fallon, whose overhead free kick was just absolutely stunning against his old club. It's the strike partnership that started the season, and it's going to be asked to put the Swans up. And here comes big burly 15 goal by Joaquin Fenwa. The line up straight in an attacking position for the free kick, and his first touch is a header on, which Colgan can gather. There's Joaquin Fenwa, signed from Torquay. Astute piece of business by Kenny Jackett. Big up and under for Joaquin Fenwa again to put himself about, and he's won the ball. Robinson to his left, Trundle to his right, won't need any other. Joaquin Fenwa, that was close. He's having an impact, isn't he, by Joaquin Fenwa. Too strong for the Barnsley defence there. And again, I think he's seen Colgan a long way out. He wasn't going to dive, was he? Right, and Jackett watch on, but McPhail, Heckingbottom with a rare run into the Swansea half. Cuts in, cross deflects dangerously to the back post. Ricketts nods it clear. Still Barnsley have it though. Might be a chance for Shuka. This is dangerous play inside the penalty area. Very dangerous until Austin says no way forward. Yet again, and Swansea might get the break on. Barnsley are taking big risks, leaving it 2-on-2. There's no hanging around waiting for penalties. Tate, Trundle, bit of space given. Neat ball to Akinfenwa. Now has he got too much strength for Reid? Akinfenwa. Good skill into the penalty area, but no luck with the shot. Took a deflection that took the sting out of it. Just as Fallon was perhaps tailing off a bit, Akinfenwa has come to life. But with 15 minutes gone, Akinfenwa's the closest we've had to breaking the deadlock in extra time. Kenny Jackett has one more inspired plan to make, one more talk to give. Otherwise it could be penalties. Leon Britton. Trundle gets past Kay. This is looking good from Lee Trundle inside the penalty area. Takes his time, Lee Trundle pushes it wide. You thought that was the moment for Lee Trundle. He'd done everything. Turned away from Kay, had the pace to get away from him, and was cool inside the penalty area as you'd expect. And it's a fine margin, isn't it, between success and failure? Less than a foot probably. That reaction tells it. Both sets of fans trying to lift the players for the moment that will deny them the cruelty of penalty kicks. 30 minutes of tight, keenly contended extra time. They're almost up. Devaney. Will it be a corner? It is. There'll just be time to take it with a minute stoppage time. We're in sudden death. Barnsley have pushed virtually everyone forward. Swansea have dragged everyone back. Surprised Colgan isn't coming up at this rate. The corner from Devaney is caught by Willie Garay. Now will he launch it forward? There's around 15 seconds for someone to do something. Leon Britton has the chance. Akinfenwa, McLeod and Trundle are all in there. Trundle wants to turn. Won't fall to Britton. Reid has it. It's penalties. Emotion and a season's hard work is to be decided via penalty kicks. Swansea have the advantage of shooting towards the south end where their fans are, and Lee Trundle is the man to accept the responsibility of the first penalty. The top scorer, the cult hero. Ball on the spot. He's done this during the season before. It's a different kind of pressure though. Lee Trundle versus Nick Colgan to get the penalty shootout going the right way for Swansea City. Trundle, good penalty. Colgan went the right way too, but it had too much power and too much precision from Lee Trundle. He keeps his cool. Low, hard, accurate into the side netting. First blood, Swansea through Lee Trundle, 1-0. Paul Hayes stepping up then for Barnsley. To some deafening whistles. Hayes was so cool in the semi-final against Huddersfield where he scored from the spot. Willie Garay has to try and deny it. Hayes with a very cool job and a very cool finish. 1-1. He's got some nerve, Paul Hayes. Took all the time he wanted and let Garay commit himself. Back he goes. Leon Britton now for Swansea. A little winger who's had a good game. Boos ring out from the Barnsley fans far away to the left. The Swansea fans behind the goal willing something special. Short run up for Leon Britton, who scores coolly. Again, 2 penalties for Swansea. They've both been in the side netting as he lifts the crowd further. He's done his main bit though. Not too much pace on it, but the accuracy was there and the relief was there for Kenny Jackett. Penalty number 2 for Barnsley. Chris Shuka, the substitute, will take it. 10 goals so far for him this season, and a powerful one. Shuka scores 2-2. Guerre not close to the first 2. Knew what he wanted to do, Shuka. Hit it low and hard. And there's the relief. Back in Fenway next. It's such a good season after his arrival from Torquay. Nigeria must concentrate. Goes to a dummy run up, it's over! He sold Nick Colgan, but he couldn't get the shot on target by Joaquin Fenway. It's still 2-2. But Barnsley have the advantage. Wanted to make sure it was where the keeper couldn't get it. He knows what might have happened. Bottom to take then. Very calm down the middle. And the advantage is with Barnsley with just 2 penalties to go. Goes to salute the fans. Not quite down the centre, but Guerre committed himself. Owen Tudor-Jones in his first season after signing from Bangor. Really needs to score here to keep the pressure on. Tudor-Jones, good penalty, firm, low. Swansea still have a chance. 3-3, but Barnsley have yet to miss. It's Anthony Kay now, the central defender. He's had a really tough game. Fallon and Akinfenwa have given him a hard time. Can Guerre come to Swansea's aid? Kay strikes it, and Guerre's committed the wrong way. And quite simply, Alan Tate now has to score. Kay looks relieved. Barnsley so close. You feel almost for the first time since they took the lead. It's cruel, but a season now rests in the hands of Alan Tate, who had a chance to win it in the 90 minutes. Alan Tate to try and keep the promotion dream alive for Swansea. He can't! It's Barnsley who go up, and Swansea's season ends in the cruelest fashion. Colgan is mobbed. He took his second chance. Swansea and Alan Tate could not take theirs. And Barnsley return to the championship. And Swansea City must wait for a trip to the second tier where they haven't been for 22 years.
My players have given everything. They put on a good performance. It wasn't our day. Congratulations to Barnsley. What we must do now is come back stronger as a club. That's a big thing. We must take this disappointment and make sure this time next year we haven't got the same feeling.
Joy for the Yorkshire side, but utter desolation for Swansea and Tate, who is being consoled by his colleagues.
You know, I stayed out there till the end today and watched them celebrating, jumping up and down and enjoying it, and you know, it made me stronger. You know, I needed to watch that and make it hurt, because next year I won't be going through the lottery of the playoffs. It'll be straight up for me.
The Swansea players lie devastated. They'd come so close. They led at one stage, but Trundle scored. But in the penalty shootout, Barnsley came through, and they will play in the Championship next season.
Made giant strides. If you take 3 or 4 seasons ago, the club nearly went into the conference, and now today was on the verge of getting in the Championship. But it wasn't meant to be. But next season we're going to give it a right go, and hopefully we get back.
It's still been a great season for Swansea after promotion to come so close again, and to come here and win against Carlisle in the Football League trophy. It's been the best Swansea season for many a year, but it's difficult to take in.
The supporters have been great all season for everyone, you know. I love them, you know, all the players, love the fans. They've been brilliant to us all season, and you know, it's going to hurt them today, but you know, we give it 110% today, and I thought we deserved, you know, to win, but that's it, you know, that's football. It hurts sometimes.
Up in Fenway looks to the heavens, but it's Barnsley who will play in the Championship, and Swansea must wait for another year.
Don't think about